In a world flooded with AI, how do we know what's real anymore? It's a huge question, and it's at the heart of what we're digging into today. Let's get right into it.
I mean, seriously, can you? It's a question that feels more complicated every single day. Every image, every video, every clip of audio we come across could be a perfect fabrication. That old saying, seeing is believing, well, it's starting to feel pretty outdated, isn't it?
So, this new reality we find ourselves in, it's really being driven by a technology that's both mind-blowingly powerful and, let's be honest, pretty challenging. It's forcing all of us to confront this growing crisis of trust in everything we see online. And at the center of it all is generative AI. We're talking about systems that are trained on just unbelievable amounts of data, and they can create completely new, totally photorealistic, and incredibly believable content right from scratch. The line between what a person creates and what an AI generates, it's blurring faster than we can keep up. And, this isn't some far-off futuristic problem. It's happening right now. The numbers are just staggering. According to recent studies, the sheer volume of deepfake videos out there is doubling every 6 months. The scale and speed of this thing are just off the charts. And the real-world impact is serious. This isn't just about making funny videos or weird memes. We're talking about the erosion of trust in our most basic institutions, like the news media. When we can't agree on what's authentic, the very foundation of how we share information starts to crack. So if that's the problem, what's the solution? How do we even begin to fight back? Well, the answer might lie in a concept that's been around for centuries in the art world, the search for provenance. It's all about tracking the history of something to prove it's the real deal. Now, this is a really crucial point. Provenance isn't about judging whether a photo shows the truth. That's a whole other can of worms. Instead, it gives us a tamper-evident record. Who made this? When did they make it? And what's been done to it since? That verifiable trail is the key to maybe, just maybe, rebuilding some of that trust. So, some of the earliest attempts to solve this problem looked to blockchain. And the idea was actually pretty clever. When a photo is taken, you create a unique digital fingerprint for it. Then you store that fingerprint on a blockchain, which is like a permanent, unchangeable public record. If that photo was ever changed, even by a single pixel, its fingerprint wouldn't match the one on the ledger anymore. But, these early solutions hit some pretty serious snags. Some of them struggled with accuracy, flagging real photos as suspicious. Others could prove when a file was created, but they couldn't tell you if it was a deepfake to begin with. And for creators and journalists, having to re-fingerprint an image after every tiny crop or color correction, it was just way too much work. All of this frustration actually led to a new, much more collaborative approach. And that's where the C2PA comes in. That's the Coalition for Content Provenance and Authenticity. Their big idea can be summed up with a really simple and honestly brilliant analogy. Just think about that for a second. What if every single photo or video you saw online came with a little label you could check, just like the food you buy at the grocery store? That's the whole concept behind C2PA's content credentials. It's about giving us clear, easy-to-access information right at the source. So what's inside this digital nutrition label? Well, a content credential is basically secure, verifiable information that travels around with the file. It can tell you who the creator is, what software they used, like Adobe Firefly or Photoshop. And here's the big one, if generative AI was used to create it. It's all about bringing transparency to the table. And the vision here is absolutely massive. C2PA is a team-up of major tech and media companies, all working to make this an open, global standard. The goal is to build an entire ecosystem where content gets created and shared with its history attached, no matter what platform you're on. Okay, so that sounds like a perfect solution, right? You've got a broad coalition, an open standard, a clear goal. But just as the system was getting off the ground, researchers found a major flaw, a fundamental vulnerability, and the twist is where it came from. So here is the crazy paradox. The C2PA system relies on invisible watermarks embedded in an image to link it back to its content credential. But the same powerful AI models that can generate fake images can also break that link. You see, these models don't just edit an image. They can basically rebuild it, pixel by pixel. In that process, the image looks the same, but that fragile little watermark gets completely washed away. And I want to be clear, this is not just some theory. I mean, look at this data. Researchers tested some of the best watermarking systems out there. Before an attack, they've got 100% accuracy. Perfect. But after running the images through one of these diffusion-based AI editors, the detection accuracy just plummets to 4%, 2%. I mean, the watermarks are effectively gone. The researchers who discovered this, they didn't mince words. They called it a fundamental vulnerability. This isn't just a minor bug. It means the very tools that make modern photo editing so amazing are also the perfect tools for wiping an image clean of its history. So, where does that leave us? It means the race for digital truth isn't a single sprint to find one perfect solution. It's become something else entirely, a full-blown, ongoing technological arms race. It's turned into this classic cat-and-mouse game. As soon as someone develops a new, tougher watermarking technique, another team trains an AI to detect it and remove it. The entire battle for authenticity is now being fought between competing algorithms. But this pressure is also driving some incredible innovation. So instead of just embedding a signal in an image, new ideas like ZK imaging are popping up. They use this wild form of advanced cryptography called zero-knowledge proofs. It's like being able to prove you know a secret without ever revealing the secret itself. So ZK Image can mathematically prove that a valid edit was made to an original photo without ever showing you the original or embedding a fragile watermark. It's a huge shift from marking the content to proving the process. Ultimately, winning this race isn't going to happen on just one front. It's going to take smarter tech, for sure, watermarks that can resist these AI attacks. It's going to need smarter regulation, like the EU's AI Act, which says AI-generated content has to be identifiable. But most importantly, it's going to require smarter humans. None of this tech is a substitute for our own critical thinking and media literacy. Which brings us right back to our big question. The tools we're building aren't going to be a simple true or false button for reality. They can't be. Instead, they'll give us more context, more history, more evidence. So in the future, believing might have less to do with what we see with our own eyes and more to do with our ability to check the story behind it. This is for entertainment purposes only.